So to Adelaide versus the GWS Giants.
Yeah, Adelaide Oval. It was Sir Doug Nicholls round. It was the third quarter, 4 minutes 15 to go. And what made it so special is that my auntie, my dad's sister, Auntie Susie Betts, she designed this jersey that we played in.
That actual jumper you're wearing?
She designed the actual jumper that we're wearing. And so the club flew my grandmother, Nana Vida, over, my dad over, and my auntie over from Port Lincoln. They went up to the president's function. They got to come outside and watch us play this game. And for me to kick this goal in Sir Doug Nicholls round with my auntie, design this jersey and to wear it with proud, and to kick that goal, it was just so special. And that's why the goal meant so much to me. Because of... I
can see what it means. Let's have a bit of a look, Tommy. We'll pause at a certain stage.
Yeah, so I remember Richie Douglas kicks it in. I think Shaw comes up, punches it. McGovern's running on 4-4 there. He can't run anymore. He just stands there.
Pause it there, Tommy. So the ball's going out of bounds, really.
Yeah, going out of bounds. There's two GWS players. And in my head at this moment, right, I don't know what goes through my head. All goes, it's just instinct. You think it, I feel like time slows down for you and you think, okay, what am I doing here? And you just make it up on the spot. But I felt like I had all the time in the world in a time and place where you've got no time in the world.
Well, there's no room. So we're looking at a screenshot here. You've got a teammate in front of you. You've got two Giants closing in on you. You've got 1 foot over the boundary line. The ball's 3 centimetres in. And everything you're being taught at this stage is to centre it to the top of the square, to be fair, Ed, which you obviously have decided not to do.
Yeah, well, you don't, as a forward, I've always said, I want to make highlights, not be put on highlights.
Roll on, Tommy.
And so then I don't know what I'm doing here. I just kick up. But from this moment here, pause, this moment here, I'm thinking goals. Because I wasn't thinking goals. Oh, sorry, press play. I wasn't thinking goals till I got to that moment. Because at this moment here, I'm running to the boundary line. I'm on all fours. I'm on my knees, slid. Was trying to keep it in, but right there, I'm thinking, okay, what have I got here? It either goes out of bounds, it doesn't.
Well, you've got nothing. They're about to tackle you, Ed.
And if the umpire blows the whistle, they blow the whistle. So when I go to about there, when I know I got around him, I'm thinking, yep.
So at this stage, Ed's fully out of bounds. The ball's in. Is that Haynes?
Yeah, Haynes is diving.
Haynes is diving at full length, and all of a sudden, you've just got half a yard on him.
I've got 3 steps to try kick a snap from 35 on the boundary out to try get the distance, and I kind of at this point now I'm like, yep, 1, 2, 3, kick, goal, and
but straight through.
And it was like from that moment, I think I hit the ground. I got up, I tapped my chest, and I was like, this, I can't believe that. That's crazy. But if we go back, I'll show the funny part about it. Like right here, I kicked it like Tom Lynch is right there. Over the top. Tex asked for it here, I wasn't, and Tom Lynch is here. I didn't see Tom Lynch at all. Like for me, I had the ball. I'm in this moment. I'm thinking, okay, right, what can I do with it? And because a lot about when I kick goals, when I'm in the forward line, I don't look at the goals. I know exactly where they are, and it comes on instinct. So if I kick the ball, get the ball drop right and kick it in that direction where I know the goals are, it'll go through. And at that point, Tom's like watching the ball sail over his head, but then he turns, watch him turn, and he's like, oh, okay. It went in.
And then there's your celebration, which is always your hands wide.
Yeah. And
bashing your chest.
That was one of the best goals, the best goal that I kicked in Sir Doug Nicholls round. The crowd are going absolutely ballistic. They're chanting the Eddie Betts chant around the ad. My grandmother, I've told, she started crying at this moment when they were chanting Eddie, because that's her husband's name.
Of course.
That's her husband's name. That's my dad and my auntie's father, whose name they're calling out up in a president's function. And it was just so special. So after this goal, crowd were just going absolutely berserk, calling your name, and it just felt so special for them to be in the house to witness this was unbelievable. And that's why that was...
And the bit that fascinates me... Thanks, Tommy. The bit that fascinates me is we've seen you do a full video review with your under-11s. When you get into Monday and the review, does the coaches go through this with you? Or they just say, well, that's beyond what we can conceive?
Yeah, no, they don't.
They just play on.
They just play on. Well, they show it. They just show it in the team meetings, but we don't go on to it because they
It's not in the coaching manual, is it?
Well, it's not. They see it most weeks at training where we practice these goals. They see it at games when we do it, so they don't really make it a big. I remember Anna sitting down next to me, and she said, a lot of the girls asked her, "How are you so excited about Ed kicking these goals?" And she goes, He does it like all the time. I don't think it's so exciting. I think it's boring, to be honest.